Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video. Today we are in New York City to see a one-of-a-kind collection of rock and roll and pop culture memorabilia. It's called the Jim Irsay collection, and it's on display here at Christie's for just a few short days before it's auctioned off forever. So this is our last chance to see the entire collection in one place. So this was a collection owned by Jim Irsay, who is a wealthy businessman. I want to say he was the owner of the Indianapolis Colts, and he collected rock and roll memorabilia, guitars, instruments, stuff related to legendary, iconic rock stars. And we're going to go inside this building today here at Christie's, and we're going to go see this amazing collection. All right, here we are at Christie's, and look at this giant silver hand giving us the peace sign. And this is Peace and Love. Oh, and this is Ringo Starr of the Beatles. Look at that. So take a look at this. This is a screen-used movie prop from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It is a genuine golden ticket. And this one will get you a chance to go into Willy Wonka's factory. But will you come out in one piece?
Probably not.
Probably not. Here we have a 1938 ticket of a boxing match between Joe Louis and Max Schmeling at Yankee Stadium. Look at that. We have some golf clubs over here. Tiger Woods autographed golf clubs. Look at that. Tiger Woods, man. One of the best golfers ever, right?
Sure.
So this is Babe Ruth's autograph. That's amazing. From 1929. And here we have some baseball memorabilia. We have a Babe Ruth, two Babe Ruth autographed baseballs and a Jackie Robinson card. Do you remember that time when they accidentally knocked the Babe Ruth autographed baseball into the yard with the mean dog, and the dog ate it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Sandlot.
That's what happened. So these are boxing gloves worn by the legendary Muhammad Ali in 1966. Look at that. That is really something. Now, I'm not really a sports guy, but Muhammad Ali, he was really a unique person. And these are custom Rocky boxing boots. And these are from 2006, so these weren't actually used in the movie. But they're still pretty cool. We can see Sly right there for Sly Stallone. So we have an autographed picture of Laurel and Hardy. And over here, this is Jerry Lewis's director's chair. Look at that with his name embossed in the leather there. Really astounding to just see things like this in person. These are Elton John's glasses from the 80s. Look at those. Look at how colorful they are. Elton John, a guy known for having very colorful costumes and matching glasses to go with them. Look at that. All right, now we're talking. This is an autographed portrait of Bela Lugosi, the actor who famously portrayed Dracula in the 1930s. Now, I love that movie, and he's just an icon, especially for goth stuff, gothic culture. So this is an annotated script for the movie Scarface, and it actually features notes on it to account for Al Pacino's accent that he used in the movie. And this is the second draft of the movie The Godfather. So we're looking at some actual scripts from some legendary crime movies. Pretty insane to think that they were like reading off of this when they were shooting those movies, you know? So this is an accounting record for the famous actor Charlie Chaplin. Kind of interesting thing to see here, just some mundane paperwork related to a very famous person. Oh, this is really cool. These are glasses used by Michael Myers in the movie Austin Powers. Oh yeah, baby! Do I make... No, we can't say
Do
that.
I make you ride?
That was a wild movie. That was, everybody was quoting that.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun back then.
I like the first one. The first one's pretty dark.
Yeah. But it's these are the glasses.
Yeah.
So here we have a custom guitar in this really unique vintage gas pump display case. Now this wasn't used by any particular rock star, but it's just really cool looking that it's in this vintage gas pump here. Very cool. So back here they have the original manuscript scroll by Jack Kerouac for his monumental book On the Road. This is really something cool. So take a look at this. This is written out here like a biblical scroll. The book On the Road. Now, I don't think I've ever read that one, but I know it's a famous piece of beat literature. Just look at all that. Have you ever read that book, On the Road?
I have not.
Yeah, I haven't either, but I've heard it's good. I've also heard people say that they don't like it. But just really astounding that it's all here and in this scroll, like some ancient text. Just look at how long that goes for. Here we have a pair of Converse shoes owned by Hunter S. Thompson, author of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, one of my favorite books, one of my favorite movies. And these were worn by him. They have his DNA, his foot sweat soaked deep into the fabrics of these.
He had big feet.
I guess he did have big feet. Well, he's like me. I have them too. And does it say what year they were from? It doesn't say specifically, but that's really cool.
Sometime in the late 20s.
Yeah. Hunter S. Thompson sneakers. And here we have another manuscript scroll from Jack Kerouac. This is the Dharma Bums. Again, that's an author I'm not really all that familiar with, but I suppose this collector was a fan. And it's always astounding to see a manuscript from a famous work, you know? And here we have some letters from Jack Kerouac to his various friends and acquaintances. And this is a picture of Allen Ginsberg, another one of the beat writers. So this is a copy of the Dharma Bums by Jack Kerouac, but this was owned by Hunter S. Thompson. And over here, a first edition copy of The Catcher in the Rye. So these are handwritten lyrics by the artist Natalie Merchant for her song Hey Kerouac. So it's related to Jack Kerouac, but it's Natalie Merchant, who plays songs that I hear at the grocery store all the time. This is a poster for the Monterey Pop Festival, which was a music festival in 1967. It was before Woodstock. It was kind of like the precursor to Woodstock. It was a very hippie generation type festival. Look at that poster. Oh, that's so cool to see that. And here's Newport Folk Festival in 1965. I'm not too familiar with that one, but again, I see Bob Dylan. Who else was there? Joan Baez. Lots of significant artists from that era.
Look at those concert prices.
$5. Oh, I wish concerts were that cheap. For a festival, no less, too, right? Oh, and this is for the Beatles visiting Liverpool Airport, and it's signed by them. Look at that. Wow.
Your favorite Beatle?
My favorite Beatle? I'm not really into the Beatles, to be honest with you, but you know, they're important. I respect their importance. And this is a gold record for the single of I Want to Hold Your Hand. Look at that. Beatles gold record. And up ahead here, we actually have a drum set used by Ringo Starr himself. Look at that. So this was from the Ed Sullivan Show appearance in 1964. an incredible, earth-changing event in terms of rock and roll music. And we're standing here in front of the actual drum set. Wow. Maybe we should start our own rock band. Look at that.
That's pretty darn cool.
Wow. And look, it even has Ringo Starr.
He's so wrong. He likes to say that a lot.
Yes. This is his snare drum. Look at how beat up that is. This is incredible. And so here we have some Rickenbacker guitars here. And this one is a Tom Petty limited edition. It's not clear if this was actually used by Tom Petty, but it's beautiful guitar. Yeah, I think it's the one he used. And this is an acoustic guitar with a graphite finish. Oh, and look at this chrome cello here. And does this say who it was used by? Oh, so this is a double bass. This isn't a cello. But it doesn't specify who it was used by. But this was used for, like, you know, slapping that funky bass line.
Slapping the bass. That's all I do.
This is a Byrds concert poster from 1966. Look at that. Does it say how much the concert tickets were? Probably like, you know, a nickel, $1. Another interesting guitar here. This with this stainless steel finish on it. And so Jim Irsay, he was a big guitar collector. This is an acoustic bass guitar. I didn't even know they made those. So this guitar is actually signed by David Crosby of Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. Do you see that right there? All of these beautiful guitars here. Look at these. Wow. This is a Steve Miller signature guitar. It's not clear if these were actually used by the people. This is Mark Knopfler from Dire Straits. Oh, and it has his signature on it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That is cool. And what is this one? Eric Johnson. Who is Eric Johnson? I don't know. But look at the planets on the neck. That's a really cool touch. So this is a Jimi Hendrix signature Flying V guitar, and it's from 1991. So this was after he had passed, but very cool looking guitar. This is an electric guitar amp from 1952. Look at that. What do we have over here? This is a Telecaster guitar. I don't know a lot about guitars. I listen to rock music all the time, but I don't know about these things because I don't play music myself. But just look at these beautiful vintage instruments. Okay, let's continue on. I can see a lot of guitars in that room up ahead. But first, let's stop and see what's in here. This is a signed publicity picture of Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll himself. Elvis Presley was in the presence of this picture and signed it with his own hand. And what is this? The Rolling Stones Exile, the making of Exile on Main Street. Not too familiar with that. That's an interesting piece of Rolling Stones memorabilia. And we have a signed record from Aerosmith. Early Aerosmith. Look at that. Look at how young they are. Nowadays they look like grandmothers. So this is a handwritten letter from Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin. We have a handbill for Bob Dylan at Carnegie Hall. Couple more Bob Dylan handbills. Look at that. And that's from 1963. Oh, look at this Bob Dylan poster. Wow. 1965. This is from the Newport Rock Festival featuring Bob Dylan, 1965. And this belonged to Jimi Hendrix. This is a Moroccan chest, and it was used to store his demo tapes. That's insane. So this was just something Jimi Hendrix had around the house to put his stuff in. This is a ticket from Woodstock in 1969, and this is a concert program. Oh, that would be so cool to actually be able to look through that.
Yeah.
And this is a handwritten note from John Lennon and Yoko Ono. And look, they even included a little doodle of themselves. This is the handwritten lyrics by Paul McCartney for the song Maxwell's Silver Hammer. Legendary rock song, here in its infancy. Just a piece of paper with some words scribbled down on it. And this is a handwritten letter to Johnny and June. And this was from Michael J. Pollard, and it's about sobriety. Something, they all struggled with. Here we have a handwritten letter from Buddy Holly in 1956. A legendary rock star claimed long before his time. Wow. And this is a postcard sent to Sam Green from John Lennon, and it even has some feet pics. I don't know why. Oh wow, this is Lou Reed's guitar from 1992. Now Lou Reed's, that's an artist I actually do really like. I think we all know who this guitar belonged to. This is Eddie Van Halen's guitar, and it is signed by himself. And this was used in California in 2004. But look at that. So this was George Harrison's guitar of the Beatles. And this was the guitar used by Neil Schon of Journey to record the song Don't Stop Believing. And now, Leigh, you love that song, right?
It's my favorite.
It's your favorite song. Yeah. What is this? This is Don McLean's, and this was used to record the song Vincent. Don McLean, most known for American Pie. This is from Stephen Earle. Another one from Stephen Earle. And look at that skull and crossbone there. Yeah, so these are all from Stephen Earle. Oh, check this out. These are boots worn by James Brown, hardest working man in showbiz. Look at those things. How cool are those? And this was a guitar strap used by Bo Diddley. And yikes, look at that. Oh, and this is one of my favorite artists of all time, to this day, is Prince. And these were handcuffs worn in this picture taken by him, used in promotion for Soul Train performance. Very cool. And this is a love symbol pin worn by Prince himself. I love Prince so much. And this is an amp case used by the Grateful Dead. Look at that bright purple color on it. And look at this one. Oh, this was Bo Diddley's. How cool is this thing with that rectangular body? Pete Townshend's guitar and Roger Daltrey from The Who. And this is a signed Les Paul guitar from The Who. Look at those signatures on it. Oh, and the guitar case for Journey. Here we have a guitar signed by Keith Richards and Ronnie Wood of the Rolling Stones. And this one was used by Billy Joel Armstrong of the band Green Day. And it's a vintage guitar from the 60s. We have a picture of him using it down there from, I think, 2018. That's pretty cool for all you Green Day fans out there. And this beautiful acoustic guitar here was played by Bob Dylan at the inauguration of President Bill Clinton. Crazy to think we're just looking at instruments played by all these like legendary rock stars.
They're just people at the end of the day, right?
That's true. And this is a poster from the Beatles, signed by Pete Best, the Forgotten Beatle. This was used by Nancy Wilson of Heart. We like Heart.
I love Heart.
Big Heart fan?
Yeah, we saw them in concert last year.
We saw Heart, and just at Radio City Music Hall, just across the way from here.
Great show.
And this was used by Walter Becker of the band Steely Dan.
You love Steely.
I do like Steely Dan. Here's another Walter Becker guitar. Very cool looking seafoam green. Rest in peace, Walter Becker. I have autographs from George Harrison and Paul McCartney. And over here we have a signed newspaper clipping from the Beatles. So this was Paul McCartney's bass guitar. And this here is the umpire's locker from Shea Stadium from when the Beatles performed there. Kind of an odd thing to bring home. This is a Stephen Earle guitar. John McVie from Fleetwood Mac, bass guitar. And look at the case for it. This is George Benson's 6-string bass. And this fuzzy guitar used by Dusty Hill in the ZZ Top video for the song Legs. Oh, and look at the ZZ logo on there. That's cool. I remember watching that video, and here I am looking at the guitar for it.
Yeah.
Let's continue on to this room, and what is this one? This is quite an instrument. Almost looks like a combination guitar and harp. And this is a guitar-mandolin combination. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Quite an impressive instrument here. And so I don't think any of these were used by any rock stars or anything, but they're all just beautiful, unique guitars here. Oh, here's one of those double ones.
I can play that easily.
You can play that?
Totally.
I can too. Over here we have some Gibson Les Pauls, another famous instrument used in so many rock and roll songs. More of these acoustic guitars. I guess this Jim Irsay really loved his guitars because he owned a lot of them. Oh, and take a look at this one with the clear body on that. That's really neat. Okay, and here we have a trumpet used by Miles Davis, and look at that with the black and the brass. That's really something beautiful. So this is from 1980. Very cool. Oh, and we have some Miles Davis concert tickets here. $12.50 to see Miles Davis, an absolute legend. Only $12. And this is an Elton John piano played on tour during the 70s and 80s. And it's signed by him. Elton John, wow. Look at that. Elton John sat here and played these keys live before the whole world. Really something. And here we have an alto saxophone used by John Coltrane from 1966. Look at that. Oh, and look at this car up ahead here. Is this the car from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas? I think this is it. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, 73 Caprice Classic known as the Red Shark. This is it. This is the car from Fear and Loathing that Dr. Gonzo and Raoul Duke drive into Las Vegas for a weekend of drug-fueled insanity. This is it. Wow.
So Johnny Depp's butt print is here.
I believe so. This is it. This is the car. And back in this trunk, this is where they kept their case full of some bad things I probably can't say on YouTube. But this was a movie I used to watch all the time. It's a crazy movie. And I'm standing here in front of the actual car. Wow. We can't stop here. This is bad country. And so this was a saddle used by Secretariat in the 1973 Triple Crown. Famous horse. This is its saddle. And here we have a bat used by Jackie Robinson himself, a Louisville slugger. And what year was this used in? 1953. That's really something. So here we have Janis Joplin's guitar used to perform Me and Bobby McGee. Look at that. And over here is Johnny Cash's guitar from 1956. Look at that. Look at how well worn that was. Very cool. This is Muhammad Ali's fight robe, used in his 1965 fight versus Liston after he changed his name to Muhammad Ali. Wow, that is really a piece of history right here. So these are the lyrics for The Times Are A-Changin' by Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan, legendary rock star, legendary poet of rock and roll. And this is his notes. It's just crazy to be in the presence of something like that. And what's over here? This is Jim Morrison's microphone. Look at that. Wow.
Oh, we got a celebrity here.
Oh my gosh, is this Wilson from Castaway? This is actually the genuine article Wilson from the movie Castaway. Wow. Over here we have Wayne Gretzky's jersey. So this is a manual for the Apple II computer signed by Steve Jobs himself. So this is a notebook, a handwritten notebook by Jim Morrison of the Doors. Can't even imagine what he would have wrote about in that. This is Sylvester Stallone's handwritten notebook used during the movie Rocky in 1976. Piece of film history as it happened, just jotted down here in this notebook. Okay, it looks like we have more rock and roll guitars in here. Look at this one. We have one of Prince's guitars. Now, I've said before, I absolutely love Prince. He's one of my favorite artists of all time. And this is the Cloud guitar. Oh, wow. And he used this in 1993. Look at that. Here I am. Oh, could that possibly be like some of his hair still stuck to it down there? Do you see that?
Oh my god,
I think maybe it has like some of his DNA, his grime still on it. Can we like use it to bring him back maybe? Oh, I miss Prince every day. Really one of the greatest musicians of all time. So now here's one for you fans of Nirvana out there. This is Kurt Cobain's guitar that he used during the Smells Like Teen Spirit music video. This is it. This is the one from the video. Kurt Cobain's guitar. Over here we have guitars from David Gilmour of Pink Floyd. His guitar case here. And this is his acoustic guitar. He used to record the song Wish You Were Here. Wow. Famous rock song came from this very instrument. So this guitar belonged to Eric Clapton. And look at that psychedelic artwork here.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Not the biggest fan of him, but it's It's a pretty guitar. And over here we have another one of Eric Clapton's guitar, used for his MTV Unplugged performance. So this was Jerry Garcia's guitar, known as the Tiger. And look at that tiger embossed down into it there. Oh, and he even has his name. Look at that. That's a beautiful guitar. And this was used by the Edge guitar player for U2. Oh, and look at this. This is James Brown's cape. Hardest working man in show business. Wow. No one did it like he could. Okay, it looks like there's more Beatles memorabilia in this room. So this is Ringo Starr's pinky ring. And this is a custom prototype Kensington guitar. Over here, this is George Harrison's guitar, used during the 1963 tour. Paul McCartney's bass, used from 1979 to 1984. So these are the handwritten lyrics for Hey Jude by Paul McCartney. Again, it's just crazy to think about these songs that have just become such an important part of our culture, and here we are looking at them just as they were just notes on some paper. Here we have John Lennon's Rickenbacker guitar, used in the 60s. Oh, and this is the one he used to record Paperback Writer back in the 60s. So this is the piano that John Lennon used to compose the songs Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds and A Day in the Life. That's incredible. Beautiful piano too. Well, thank you for joining us on this trip to the Irsay collection. What an amazing collection of rock and roll history. And this is the last chance you'll ever get to see all these things in one place, because after this, they're all going to be auctioned off. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to see more adventures in the future, and we will catch you in the next one. Bye.